Well, the Oscar nominations are out. A lot of disagreement that I've had with them. Not surprised on some of the titles that have been chosen. And a lot of movies like RRR and The Menu have been truly left out of the Oscar race. And then, of course, the controversy where people saying, well, women and blacks, they kept out, this, and that. And the thing about it is when you have an award ceremony for excellence, you're not looking at the color of your skin, your sexuality. You're looking at the quality of the film. And most people don't realize these days that's what the Oscars were prepared, is the quality, the people who worked around it, the costumes, the special effects and all that. You ain't looking on who was behind what nationality or ethnicity or sexuality was behind the camera or directing. We're looking at quality, and this is why I've been pushing that the Motion Picture Association needs to be abolished, because they no longer mean what they truly meant originally. Because in the next year or so, you're not going to get great films. All Quiet on the Western Front, I was surprised was nominated. That I was surprised, because generally I think next year that wouldn't have been nominated. That wouldn't have not been nominated at all if it came out a year later. But one subject matter, one titling, whatever you say, was left out from the East. And again, no respect for this genre, which is a great genre. Great stories, great animation, still not in the awards category for 2023. But before we start, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. Thank you for those tuning in. We are well over 630 subscribers on YouTube, trying to march our way to 700 by the end of February. We really, truly do appreciate it. Thank you for those that have tuned in and pushed this forward for us. Thank you once again. And don't forget, shopcuticast.com. We got new shirts coming out. Some of it's already available, but we have more coming in February. So don't forget to check it out. From Otaku USA Magazine, anime gets snubbed at the Academy Awards again. The nominees for the 2023 Oscars was just revealed, and in a move that surprised no one, 0 anime were nominated. Several anime did meet the requirements that would have allowed them to be nominated. Inuo from Masayuso, Science Saru, Drifting Home from Horiyusu Ishida and Studio Colorado, and Goodbye Don Glees from the Atsuso Itsukura and Madhouse. Instead, the nominees for anime featured in category 2023 are Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which did deserve to be there, Turning Red, The Sea Beast, Marshall Sells and with Shoes On, and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. This year's Academy Awards will take place on March 12th, and then we'll see who takes home the Oscars in that category. Anyone want to make predictions? There's been a pattern of the Academy Awards ignoring eligible anime. The main exception was during Miyazaki's Spirited Away that took home the Oscar 20 years ago. Maybe anime will have better luck at the Academy Awards next year. Well, no, I don't see it. I mean, you look at last year. You had some great stuff last year. I mean, not only that you had a new Dragon Ball movie, Jujutsu Kaisen, which has been very popular on there. And I haven't watched it yet. The animation was good. One Piece Red. That time, I was reincarnated as a slime movie. Bubble, which has also been popular too. Odd Taxi in the Woods. That should have been up there. I mean, if you haven't seen Odd Taxi yet, is such a great animation on that. For an anime, very, very good. There were a couple of others. I mean, I wouldn't think Slam Dunk would be nominated in there. But, I mean, last year was a good year for anime. 2022, as far as the box office numbers. Also, the quality hasn't changed much. I mean, we've had some animes that haven't done well, because of the quality of their animation. But there have been others that have been fantastically, beautifully done. The Japanese still haven't got the respect. And the reason is because basically there are those out there, especially in Hollywood, that want anime to go away. They want manga to go away, and that's in the comic book industry. Manga has overtaken the comic book industry. Go walk into a Barnes & Noble, walk into your local bookstore. Look how many rows of manga there is versus comic books and graphic novels. You'll see 3 shelf units dedicated to the comic book industry. The rest is manga, and it'll go on for rack after rack after rack. There are stores cropping up that are just basically not comic book stores, they're manga stores. And then, of course, they're selling anime. Anime has been very popular. Why? Because they got great stories. There's a story out there for everyone. They say, well, it's racist, it's sexist, and all that. Have you really, truly watched anime? Because they point out the extravagant ones, the big, they'll say they'll redo The Healer and High School DxD and Goblin Slayer and all that. But, there are other stories out there that have done very well. You got the Cowboy Bebops out there. You have Yu Yu Hakusho. Dragon Ball, for example, one of the greatest animes out there. And Dragon Ball's been around for years. There have been others that are starting to come back after a long that they haven't been around, that they're making new. Bleach, one of the other greatest ones, which is back again on there. And then you have some of the newer stuff. Demon Slayer, a fantastic anime about a boy who basically his family is butchered by demons and goes on a hunt for the one who did it, and trying to cure his sister, who now his sister is a demon. The love that he has for his sister, the only remaining part of his family that's left. And he fights hard to try to basically get to the demon that he needs to get to. If you haven't watched Demon Slayer, take a moment to go watch it. It's beautifully done. It is violent. I wouldn't recommend it for kids. But if you're an adult, you're that age, go grab it. It is a great action flick. It is a great action anime. And there are many others. There are a lot of dramas, romances. I mean, believe it or not, they had a rom-com out there. My Dress Up Darling. Really, really good. Yeah, it's got a little fan service. A little. But it's a romance. About 2 people from 2 different worlds who basically, one's a cosplayer, the other one has spent his life making these little Japanese dolls and has become a very good expert in making the clothes and stuff like that. And this cosplayer comes across, sees the work he's done, and says, could you make me my cosplay costumes? And they form a bond together that turns into a romance. I mean, this is the things that are out there, that are there on there. And the thing about it is, you got camping anime, sports anime. There are anime for people in the LGBTQ community. There are various different subject matters that are out there. There's horror, there's science fiction, there are comedies. That's the reason why anime has done so well. They are not afraid to jump those barriers. Whereas the comic book industry was. They didn't want to go over certain barriers, and now they've been corrupted by those who want to destroy the comic book industry. And those same people, and like I said, they're in Hollywood also, they want to destroy the anime industry. So tell me in the comments below your thoughts about this situation. let me know. Or are you upset that another year has gone by that the Oscars has not celebrated the anime? The thing about it is that I'm not even going to watch this Oscars coming forward, and I hope a lot of you are not going to do as well. There are other award ceremonies done by like Film Threat and Odin Reviews. Also, he has the Raven Awards. It is, and there are many other YouTubers that are doing their own award ceremonies on there. I mean, even the Razzies has gone political. Think about that for a minute. The Razzies. Jesus Christ almighty. So don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.